Hello. We're going to a Stormblood dungeon. This one is the updated version that came out recently in patch 6.5, the Drowned City of Skalla. So there's a small little bit of differences from the previous version. I'll be running this with the NPCs and we'll take a look at a few of the different mechanics. Alright, I'm going to pull all these ads up this little thingy and then go to the next set of ads. The difficulty with inclines when running with the NPCs is they'll hang out down here because they can still kind of see you, and it's very frustrating because then like I start dying a little bit in Alpha, and it's like all the way down here and I'm like, dude, let's go. But yeah, so just watch out for all these AoEs and stuff. I usually pop my invuln when I know that the healer is pretty far away and I'm taking a kind of big pull here. Specifically when I'm running with the NPCs, I usually just do that. Like, there's not really any other time I would use my invuln anyway in just like regular dungeons. So yeah, it's there to use. So make sure you're watching out for these cone AoEs. Alright. Next up, we're going to go up to this bubble wall. It'll dissolve, and then we got these small little larva manta ray things. I'm going to grab all of them, and then go down here. All these other bubble things will explode, and I'll pick all these up, and then go all the way over here to the big one. We're destroying its children, oh no. So it looks like there's a lot here, which there are, but it's pretty manageable. It's not as well. I'm using Clemency to help with the heals, but it's actually not as bad as the first pull. Just because the healer is a little bit closer to me this time. Off now. Watch out for the long AoEs that the bigger one will throw out. It's kind of cute. Do you see its face? Okay, well, it's just like attacking us right now, but like, let me see. Okay, it's always attacking. Maybe when the larva goes down, we can see its face. I think you can get this as a mount. Dude, alright, while we're finishing this, I'll look it up. I think it came out recently. Striped ray? No, oh no, that's different. That's not what I'm thinking about. Yeah, okay. Eurekan petrol horn mount. Hold up. Gotta share the findings. Okay, let's see. Let me try to get this picture. Nope, this is not gonna work out. Maybe this. Can you see that? Look at his little face. Thanks, gamer safe. Yeah, no, it's adorable. Anyway, okay. This boss. I'm gonna turn the boss around, and at the beginning this thing is like glowing red, and so you can't, well, you can walk into it at the beginning, but later you don't really want to. Okay, this first move, the torpedo thingy, is the like little tank buster. Rising Seas is gonna be our raid wide. Okay, now when this thing's like purple and stuff, if you walk into it, you'll get a dropsy, which will be damage over time, and also a water resistance down. This entire fight will hit us with water stuff, so having that will just make it more difficult. Yeah, water resistance is just okay. You can get a blue mage spell here, by the way. So when the boss runs across the stage, it'll do a few different things, or it can do hydro pull or hydro push. And so if it's doing hydro pull, that means it's going to pull us towards it. And so if it pulls us towards it, we will be going this way. If you're too close to the edge here already, you're going to get pushed into this outside stuff, which is where I got this debuff. And so like the NPCs, see, they ran all the way over here, and that's where you want to go, so when you get pulled back, you still stay on the stage. But if you're like me, I didn't really run all the way there. When I get pulled back, I get pretty close to the stage. Okay, so like if you were right here, you would get pulled further back, and then get the debuffs and stuff. Okay, torpedoes, the little tank buster. Rising Seas is the raid wave. I was trying to move the boss, but then this thing's happening. So, Bloody Puddle, we've got people with AoEs around here. And so, you want to just kind of, it'd be better to put those in the corner and stuff. Okay. And so, they've got this tether here. And you basically want to just stay away from these orbs, because they're tethered to the orbs. Also here the boss is doing hydro push this time. If it's doing push, that means it's going to push you away from it, so you want to stand closer to the boss so you get pushed back onto the stage. If you're too far away, okay, also if you step in this you get a dropsy suit. If the people with the AoE had planted these somewhere in the middle of the stage, then while we're getting pushed, we'd have to go dodge them. But by putting them into the corners, we can just avoid it by not standing anywhere near that. Okay, but then this, let me see that real quick. The orb can blow up, and so that's why, oops, wait. These orbs are tethered to the people, and it slowly moves towards them, and then it will do the AoE there. And so you want to kind of stay away from those orbs. Like from this angle, it doesn't look like it's moving at all. But like, so this orb is like all up in the very corner, and this orb is very up in the corner too. But you can see like a few seconds later, see how this orb has moved from the corner, and so it'll eventually get closer, and ideally you'll just stay away from it so you don't get hit with the AoE that it drops. Okay. But yeah, okay, so but here we have hydro push, and so what's important is these AoEs and these orbs are not in the middle of the stage anywhere. So when we get pushed on, like, back onto the stage, we're avoiding all of those things so we don't get extra damage or extra dots and stuff. Rising Seas is this raid white. Oh, so the blue mage spell is the Hydro Pool. Okay, Torpedo is the little tank buster. Another raid wide here. Okay, we've got 3 people with the puddles now, so we spread those out. Okay, they drop those, and then right after they're targeted and tethered to the orbs, so you want to kind of move those around so it doesn't, like they are extending it out instead of standing near it, for example, and that's gonna help so that they don't stand too close to trigger it. Also, Hydro Pool, so we want to get away from the boss so that we can get pulled towards the boss and not hit this outside stuff. Yeah, cool. Okay, here we go. I'm grabbing this one, and then I'm gonna make a turn over here. There's just a hole right here, so you can't go there. I'm gonna pick up these other ads. There's also a treasure chest if you want it. Okay, and there's like a bunch of rubble here, and so I'm just gonna keep the ads right here. Look how far Alphanaut always stands. He's, you know, a ranged person, but man, he's always so far. Okay, watch out for all these little AoEs. This one is the one that does the big circle AoE, and it looks like he's slapping the ground. It's like throwing a tantrum, slapping the ground. Maybe. I'm hungry! Okay. Anyway. Sorry. Serious business. He's working right now. But yeah, it's actually, his move is called Plain Pound. Like pounding the ground. See? Anyway. This is an interesting design. It's a cube with like stuff hanging out. Its face and arms. It's like a snail, but like a very specific shape. Okay, so this next area I'm going to do a big pull, and I'm hanging out waiting for my Rampart to come back. The benefit of hanging out with the NPCs is, you know, I can just chill like this and take time for my cooldowns to refresh, because I want to do a big pull. If I was running this with other people, like real people, I probably wouldn't do this. I would just keep going. But also, if I was running this with like actual players, typically their healing is a little bit better than the NPCs. And I also don't have to wait for them to like catch up to me, because usually they just keep running. But yeah, so I'm gonna grab all these. There's a treasure here if you want it. I'm gonna grab these, and then I'm gonna go grab the next room. You don't have to do big pulls like this if you're not comfortable with it. You know, just take your time, be chill. But it is quite satisfying to do a big pull like this. So typically, if I was running with other people, I would just go all the way here and hang out over here. But because, you know, the NPCs kind of take a while, especially if you're doing a long stretch of a room, I hang back a little bit. There's a bunch of AoEs here, so I get out of that. But then I kind of stand in the middle here and wait for these ones to come to me. And then I'll go back over here just to get a little bit closer to Alphanaut. Yeah, he has his pride. and I also want to live, so I paused my invuln just so he has time to catch up to me. And then we got a lot of AoEs to dodge here. I don't actually like hanging out in this general area because there's a lot to dodge, and with how much I move my camera, sometimes my camera clips into the walls, and it's a bit frustrating. And so I do my best to, you know, attack things and also keep myself alive. And then slowly I start moving the pack away from this like narrow corridor thing, just so that I can avoid getting clipped into the walls like that. Like, it bothers me a lot. So here, see, I'm moving the pack slowly towards me. It also will help not get auto attacked by them a little bit as I'm moving them bit by bit. But yeah, ideally, like I said before, like I would have just grabbed everything and then ended up back here. But because I'm playing with NPCs, I need to play to their method of playing, which is they stop until they don't have to go anymore, and then they move a little bit, and then they move a little bit, and so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna bring everything over here then. That kind of thing. But yeah, that's why these things are also like huge, and so sometimes I can't see where they are. And in the mini-map it seems like they're close, but I can't really discern the difference. So that's why I move back towards them every now and then just to figure out where they are at. That kind of thing. But yeah, like I said, this is a pretty big pool. And these AoEs to dodge are pretty big too. Oh, they're all the dudes slapping the ground. The little sentinels. Alright. This dungeon is actually like low-key adorable. Because of these dudes slapping the ground here, there's also some ads later that are like giant, jiggly, fluffy things. And then I think this next boss, there's like this hidden little like what do I call it? Easter egg. It doesn't happen all the time, but if you have a very specific party makeup, alignment, or just thing, like I don't remember what it is. I think it's like if you have like a Mikode person that's not wearing a hat or something. I think that's the Easter egg. But anyway, so here we have Mystic Light. It's gonna do a cone. It'll point to a random person, do a cone, so just dodge out of that. Mystic Flame, we got AoEs here, so just dodge out of that. It'll go underneath random people, and so you guys just got, if it's underneath you, you gotta dodge out of it. Okay, order to detonate, we got ads along the sides. And this is a slow cast, so we need to defeat the ads. Okay, see, here, when it did the thing, inside the boss's body, like the top part lifts up. Inside the boss's body, there's like this kind of like head thing, right? I've seen it like just once, where it's a fat cat. You know the fat cat minion? That one? It was inside this thing, and I was like, oh my god, that's adorable. How did that happen? And somebody said that it has to do with like having a Mikode on your party. Okay, Mystic Light. If you end up getting hit with this, then you take almost 3k damage. Shifting Light. We all get turned into little Spriggans. See, I told you, it's like low-key adorable. Okay, while we are Spriggans, we have this little thing that we can click, and it will, like on our bar, you want to get close to one of these ads and then drop this little rock that will then explode See, it explodes and then gets rid of the ad. And so you go to another one, drop a rock, and it'll explode. And after we do that, and all them die, then we're good. Oh yeah, they break. They're like little dolls that break. Okay, Mystic Light. Remember, it targets a random person, so dodge out of that. Shifting Light. Okay, we're little Spriggans again. And then again, we gotta just drop these little rock bombs at all of them. This is a little bit different than the version before. Before, these things used to like rotate all over the place, and it was you had to like chase them down. It was a little difficult, and so it seems like they made them static. There's like more of them, but they made it static so they don't move. I think that makes it easier for the NPCs. So it's a small little difference. Mystic Lake, dodge out of this. Okay, Mystic Flame. AoE's under all of us, so make sure you dodge. Okay. In this fight, this dungeon, you can get this glam that has like a high neck. So it's a somewhat common dungeon for people to farm. There's a treasure coffer here. Also, if you look at the back, there's like this ad over here that's like walking this way. It's kind of a spoiler. But it's a hole. See? So how did it do that? Yeah, how did it do that? It went from here to here. I'm gonna grab this next set, and it's just these, because there's the hole here, so we can't go there. But yeah, this place has this high neck thing. Here, I'll go find it while we fight these ads. Drowned City of Skalla. Here. Ah, okay. There used to be like a portal thingy here, and you would get transformed into that big fat jelly thingy, and then you'd float over here, but I guess they changed that. So now this, like, bridge forms, which is fine. But it was always kind of fun to transform. And that's just me, I guess. You would turn into this thing, and then you'd float around and stuff. But yeah. Okay, so we're just fighting these ads, okay? Dodge all of their AoEs and things like that. I'm gonna go find the outfit. See, look at this. Thanks, Reddit. It's got the high neck. And you can like hide underneath it, especially if you're like a introverted, shy person. It's cute. Okay, so after that set of ads, we cross this bridge again. You used to be able to turn into the thingy and then float over here too, but you know, it's fine. You can look at the other guide to see what it used to be like, the glory days. Okay, this next pool is a little bit difficult. It's not super bad, but these tall dudes do hit kind of hard. They hit kind of hard. I got my invuln though, so it was good. It was fine. They'll drop AoEs underneath people, so watch out for that. Alright, dodge all these AoEs. You can color these outfits too. It's really nice. I know it might seem weird that I'm talking about glam when all I do is wear this ghost outfit, but I know what other people do. Oh, they've got this thing. Corporeal form is altered. Oh, yeah. It does seem a little altered. Oh, see, they like transform down. Anyway. Okay. So it's got an arm here and an arm here. Okay, it's got some wings, and here its feet, and it's got a tail. And I'm pointing that out because there's some mechanics where you'll have to actually look at its body to figure out what it's gonna do. See, it has a tail. Okay, so. Oh, I'm a little off north. This is like northeast. But when the boss is like standing kind of off to the side a little bit, and it's got his arm positioned like this, and then his head is like this, and then its arm is up, that means it's gonna swipe in front of it, okay? And so you don't want to stand in front of the boss. You can move off to the side. See, it swipes in the front. So you gotta watch out for that. Okay, now it's looking back and its tail is up. Okay, see? Like its head is down. Its like shoulder is down. And its feet are planted. And its arm is out. But in the back, its tail is up. It's about to swipe down over in the back. So you gotta watch out for that if you're in the back. There we go. See? So it did like a cone in the back. I realized at this point I wasn't true north. Yeah, okay, so this proximity marker, when I go out, but also, see, it's like lunging. Its wings are out. And it's gonna do a big tail swipe around the stage. There we go. See? So you want to get kind of far for that, so you don't get hit. Okay, this one, it's a donut AoE attached to somebody. So if you have this little there's a little like orb that goes above someone's head. This thing. this, if that's above your head, and whenever you move, this thing moves, that means you're connected to this thing. So you want to go more towards the center, and then everyone else will hang out in the center too, and then you'll have your clear spot. Eye of the Fire. This hitbox is in the way, but there is an eyeball back there, and so you want to look away from that. So I was trying to move my camera so I could see it, but yeah, it was the eye there. So you look away from that one. Wait. So here we have this other marker, and this T-shaped thing will be attached to that person, so they want to move kind of off to the side and make a clear space. Someone else will get a circle AoE, a small version, and they want to go take that somewhere else. So if you were the person with this long shape thing, just make sure wherever you end up you don't, like, you know, overlap with somebody else. Or just stay put so other people can dodge out of it. Okay, the thing blew up, this thing blew up, and we're good. Look at him, he's just laughing. He's just having fun. Okay, so he's like staring at a random person and then kind of huffing at them, and is gonna throw this like fire beam out. Okay, he's doing the same thing to someone else, staring them down and then doing a beam of energy. Look! Hurrah! Hurrah! Okay, so if he's staring at you, just get out of the way. Okay, so we got some overlap here. We've got the donut AoE. So that person wants to go in the center. And then the person with the T-shape wants to stay in the center so they don't get hit with this, but also like go off to the side a little bit. I'm gonna stand in this to see how much damage you take. Got like 2k damage. We got the donut AoE thing again. Oh, okay, so here you can look at the animation, or if you can like notice these text box things, it'll also say that. So if he raises his tail and he's looking back there, he's gonna do the back cleave. I'm gonna go get hit to see how much you take. Okay. Wow, that's a significant amount. And then you also get a bone stack, so you don't want to get hit with the tail. Proximity marker, go off to the side. I'm gonna stand closer to see how much. Oh, that's even more damage, okay. Oh, well, I had a bone stack. Okay, so here, he's lifting his hand up, so you, oh, well, his claw. Okay, so that means it's gonna do a big swipe in the front. So you wanna get out of there, but yeah, if you get hit, 3k and a bone stack. Okay, here we've got people with the AoE thing, so those spread out, and then the T-shape again, so spread all that out. Okay, 2600, that's not so bad. Obviously, don't go running into things on purpose if you're running with other people. Okay, look away. I mean, unless you're doing it with friends. Okay, if you don't look away, you end up getting confused. And you start attacking allies instead of enemies. Like, so I'm like attacking this person. Okay, and then the boss is raising its claw. So you want to get out of the front. But I'm confused. I was confused. I tried getting out of the way, but I wasn't fast enough. And that was from not looking away at the other thing. Okay, it raises its tail, so we got the cleave in the back. Okay, in this version we've got the circle donut in the here, and then we've got these other donuts over here. And so make sure you're in the middle and you spread out these AoEs. Okay, and if you get hit with this when you're not that person, okay, like 2k. Yeah, T-shape. Okay, he's staring. He's staring, and he's got the claws out. So run away. Oh yeah, okay, so you get a 1 sec, and you take... That's a lot of damage. Okay. Alright, the donut thingy and the T-shape. So, T-shaped person always kind of stands more at the edge of the donut thing, okay? So other people have space. Donut again. Is the tail. Alright, cool. Hope that was helpful. Bye.